Okay guys, we are here at the Aurora Conference Regional Basketball Tournament and it's day one, and we're kicking off today with a 9 o'clock game between the Delta Huskies and our very own Hutchinson Hawks girls in the girls bracket. Hutchinson is seeded 4 currently, while Delta is seeded 5th in the bracket. The next game today will be at 10:30 between the number 3 spot Monroe Rams and the number 6 spot Eielson Ravens. The last game of today will be between whoever is the winner of Monroe and Eielson versus the number 2 seed Valdez. And the winners of this game going on right now between Delta Huskies and Hutchinson is going to be against the number 1 seed Galena. And prospectively, whoever loses will go down into the losers bracket while the winners move forward. And until you take a loss, you won't be in the losers bracket. Championship game will be played on Friday at 6 p.m. So stay tuned for that.
Welcome to Stream Team. The team is made up of students from the Arts AV cluster at Hutchinson High School. This group of young and creative students dedicate their time after school and on the weekends to produce live events from all over Alaska. These events are streamed over the web for audiences across the state, the nation, and the world to enjoy. Of note, we are particularly proud of our graduation stream, which was viewed by deployed family members in Iraq. Our team uses high-end production equipment, including multiple cameras, mass communication headsets, live video switchboards, and even an instant replay generator to produce high-quality and engaging content for our viewers. The team is made up of between 6 to 10 students, each in unique positions responsible for a certain aspect of the show, yet all moving in sync to produce the best possible viewing experience. Our team started in March of 2010, and to date we have produced over 300 live streams. We started with making streams in our own home school, but have since mobilized our equipment, and we now stream various events all over Alaska. It is always a fun and exciting experience to produce these streams, but the real reward is being able to bring live coverage of special events to parents and fans who are unable to make the long trips around our great state.
What's up guys, I'm Alyssa, sophomore here at Hutch. Welcome to my crib. Alright, come on in guys. Here in the Arts AV house, we pride ourselves in being the best, so we show that we're the best. And these aren't just plaques on the wall, these are cash money prizes that you can win just from coming here to Hutch and learning everything you can learn in the Arts AV cluster. We've got so many right here, that's about $1,000, probably more. Mr. Johnson's gotten $800 just by himself, not counting all the students. All right, so now we're gonna go into the first room in the Arts AV cluster and my personal favorite spot, the control room. Let's head in there. Alright, so in here we've got the latest, the greatest setup. And in case you guys didn't know, we've got our very own news show, Hawk Hit News, and this is where all the magic happens. Let's check it out. So this is my boy Taylor Gatto, senior here at Hutch. Taylor, what are you and Shayla working on right now?
We're just working on our Hawk Hit News program. With this system that we have here, we can do anything you can imagine, live sport broadcast. This is the same system the Miami Heat use, so you know we're top of our game.
Sounds like we're pretty set up. So not only do we have this super cool switchboard that the Miami Heat also uses, we've got this dope audio board to make sure all of our anchors and everything sound really great. As if this wasn't cool enough, let's get into the main place. Let's hop on over to the studio. Alright guys, this is the main hangout, the main place where all the work gets done. Yo, we've got the coolest and the best lab set up in here, and it's all been put together by our super cool teacher, Mr. Johnson.
Yo, what's up, Alyssa? What's up, guys? Welcome to my crib. Yeah, this place is super souped up, including we got screens. 70-inch 4K screens here. MacBook Pros, not those cheap little white MacBooks. We got the MacBook Pro 13 inches there. We've got monitors in the back booths and the side booths. We got so sick of our paper bulletin board, we put monitors in our hallway. All total, 1,111 inches of just pure viewing pleasure right here in Arts AV. You can come check it out.
That's a lot. Now we're in one of my most favorite places in the entire lab, the studio. In here we've got the best cameras in the state, the best lighting system, and 20 feet of green screen. Our Hawk Hit News is filmed right here, and it's the coolest place in the entire school. All right, and if you guys really just need to sit down and grind on your work, we've got these super cool back booths with dual monitors. And here's my boy Jaden. Hey Jaden, what are you working on?
I'm just working on some logos so we can get out to the companies, make them look good.
All right, well it seems like you're doing a pretty good job. I'll let you get back to work. Here at Hutch, we use the latest and the greatest software. All the things that your favorite movies, posters, commercials were made on, we use the same editing software, because we're the best. All right guys, let's head over into our equipment room. We've got everything under the sun in here. We've got microphones, we've got DSLR cameras, we've got video cameras, Canon, Nikon, Sony, we've even got freaking GoPros, and we want you to get the best hands-on experience with the greatest equipment out there. That's why you can check this out just during the school day, overnight, over the weekend, and even use them for your own personal projects. So not only do we make super cool news shows, videos, photos, and graphics in here, but we produce our very own yearbooks. And these yearbooks, they're not just your grandma's yearbooks, they're super cool and made with the highest tech software and have awesome features like augmented reality where you can use your phone to interact with the book. And let me tell you guys, it's crazy. So not only all that cool stuff, but I can graduate from Hutch with up to 9 college credits, and if I want, I can get my Adobe Photoshop certification, Premiere certification, and New Tech to lead me into a great career in the Arts AV field. I love Arts AV and I love Hutch, and I think you guys will too. But now I'm gonna need you to get out of here because I've got to work on this super cool video, and I hope I see you guys next year right here at Hutch.
Welcome to Stream Team. The team is made up of students from the Arts AV cluster at Hutchinson High School. This group of young and creative students dedicate their time after school and on the weekends to produce live events from all over Alaska. These events are streamed over the web for audiences across the state, the nation, and the world to enjoy. Of note, we are particularly proud of our graduation stream, which was viewed by deployed family members in Iraq. Our team uses high-end production equipment, including multiple cameras, mass communication headsets, live video switchboards, and even an instant replay generator to produce high-quality and engaging content for our viewers. The team is made up of between 6 to 10 students, each in unique positions responsible for a certain aspect of the show, yet all moving in sync to produce the best possible viewing experience. Our team started in March of 2010, and to date we have produced over 300 live streams. We started with making streams in our own home school, but have since mobilized our equipment, and we now stream various events all over Alaska. It is always a fun and exciting experience to produce these streams, but the real reward is being able to bring live coverage of special events to parents and fans who are unable to make the long trips around our great state.
Number 3, senior Kaya Priska. Senior number 10, Giovanna McCormick. Junior number 13, Brianna Majors. Number 22, senior Hunter Taylor. And senior number 44, Desiree Titus. The Hawks are coached by Andy Lee, assistant coach Becky Jackson.
Natalie, can you see camera 2 now? This is camera 3. You said you can't see the teeth. Natalie, what do you see on camera number 2? What do you see on camera number 3? And this is camera 3.
Turnover to the Hawks. "17 seconds to play here in the first half. Pass intended for Titus is taken away. Titus fights for it and gets it back. Puts up the shot, count it, and she's going to come to the line with 7 seconds to play in the half. Foul is called on Jocelyn Williams. That's her second, team's 4th. Foul is not really an issue in this game. And they're going to put, I think, 7.5 seconds on the clock. I believe what I heard the official Griffberg say. And was that foul called on Megan? No, Megan Kaiser's on the bench, so it was not on her. Unless she has ultra long legs. So it's all set now. That was Jocelyn Williams picking up her second. And Titus still wisely steps out, because you stand there for a long time, it can kind of throw you off. So she steps out so she can get reset here. Okay, so they did get the time back on the clock that they wanted. It is 7.5. And now, after that, that little bit of a wait there, Desiree Titus for the chance for the 3-point play. Didn't bother her at all. 7-point lead now for the Hawks. Here comes Sola on the drive, taken away. Can Kriska get the shot off? Now, she tried to feed it up to Titus. Not going to go, but a big turnaround there as major swing. The Huskies went into the first quarter break with a 9-point lead, and now it is the Hawks who go into halftime with a 7-point lead.
All right, it's halftime here at the first game of the day between the Delta Huskies girls and our Hutchinson Hawks girls. I think at the beginning of the first half, the Delta Huskies were playing a very tight man game. It was a high press, and I think it took a little bit for the Hutchinson Hawks to wake up. But they started to wake up. They found their groove. They started draining threes, really rebounding the ball, and I think it's going to be a good second half. We left off at the half with Hutchinson up 22-15, and they were down by about a 10-point lead there for a little bit. So it's very good that they have got their things in order. If I was Coach Lee, I'm assuming he's telling his girls to keep playing the way that they ended the half and to stay awake and to stay moving, and I think it's going to be a really good second half. So we'll catch you during that.
I like just set all this up, and now Johnson wants me to take it down because it's not like working correctly, even though it should be. Does this screw off? I don't know if this. Okay. This is like. Okay. I know, it's weird.
That's why I sit out here. We will never use this for this again. Glad you're interested in doing this stuff. I like honesty. That's good. All right, welcome back to the second half of the game between the Hutchinson Hawks and the Delta Huskies. If you're just joining us here on this Hutchinson High School Stream Team presentation of the 2019 Aurora Conference Basketball Tournament, the Delta Junction Huskies are wearing their home white uniforms with yellow numbers and trim, and the Hutchinson Hawks are in the black uniforms. On the scoreboard there, on the home side, it is Delta Junction with 15, and on the guest side of the scoreboard, it is the Hutchinson Hawks with a 7-point lead, 22-15. There's a rebound by Kiana Kriska. Starters are on the floor for both squads. There's a drive. Something happened. Well, it's out of bounds. That was number 13 is Brianna Majors for the Hawks, and she will inbound it. McCormick to Kriska, back to McCormick. Leading scorer for all teams is number 44 inside there, Desiree Titus for the Hawks. She's got 9 in the first half. Four field goals and a free throw for Titus. Kriska thought about the three. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Hutchinson. The winner of this game will play tonight at 3:30 p.m. against the number 1 seeded Galena Hawks. Stays with the Hawks on the out of bounds. The loser of this game will play tomorrow at 1 p.m. against the loser of the next game, Monroe and Eielson, which will be right here on this stream. Sola. Henniger. And that's taken away. That is McCormick with another steal. Kriska for 3. Hits her first three-point shot of the game. Kiana Kriska, primary ball handler for the Hawks, does a nice job at point. She's got 5 points now. Now it's a 10-point Hawk lead. Rebound underneath. That is Taylor. McCormick brings it up for the Hawks now. Williams brings it up for the Huskies. Sola on the drive, fouled by McCormick. That's going to be the first personal on Giovanna McCormick. Team's first of the second half. Out of bounds. That's, once again, it's the second time that McCormick has knocked the ball back in off of the inbounder. This time it's from the end line, and it's another turnover to the Hawks. McCormick's got that move down pat. I have a feeling the Huskies aren't going to try to inbound the ball off of her to reset the time anymore. Kriska rims out. Williams on the rebound for the Huskies. Pass is tipped, and that is taken away. That is Majors who got the steal. Underneath Titus, fouled on the play. That foul is going to be called on number 20, Mercedes Owen, and that is her third, so I would say she's the first player in the game who is in any kind of foul trouble here. 30-second timeout has been called by Delta Junction. Substitution checking into the game for Hutchison is number 23, Leah Rosenthal, the sophomore. She's returning. Played quite a bit in the first half. Again, at the line for 2 shots now for the Hawks is Desiree Titus. Second shot. Nobody up there for the Hawks to try to grab the rebound. They'll concede that to Henniger. There's a drive, Sola underneath. That was Leah Korovnik on the shot. Jump ball is called. Checking into the game, giving Titus a break now is Leah Rosenthal. She had a very short rest. Sola to inbound it. Got to go quick. And it is up and in now to Owen. Sola for 3. Sola gets her own rebound back. Nice move there by Henniger. Kriska was going for the steal, but Kriska does force the double dribble turnover to the Hawks. Diana Kriska up to McCormick. Well, a little close there, and it's taken away. There's a steal from Williams. Hawks quickly back on defense. There's Sola for the soft shot. Can't get it to go, but she gets her own rebound back. Always like a shooter who can get their own rebounds back off the missed shots. Shot is up and in and out for Williams. Whistle on the rebound. 2 shots coming for the Huskies. That foul is the second personal on Brianna Majors. Second team foul of the half. At the line for 2 shots is the junior Andrea Sola. She's got 8 points with that free throw. Looking for number 9 and to cut the lead down to 8, and she does. Foul called on Williams. McCormick ended up in her own bench. That is the second team foul of the half for the Huskies. Quickly inside, back out, good defense, so there's a drive. Shot is up and in, and they're gonna call the charge, take the shot away from Brianna Majors, and she picks up her third. As the charge is called, nice job on defense to draw the charge. And now the Hawks have somebody in a bit of foul trouble. That one's knocked out of bounds, it'll go back to the Hawks. Major stays in the game with her 3 fouls. She's wearing number 13 there, McCormick now. In and out. Back in again, nice play. Count the basket. Nice work there by Leah Rosenthal. She gets her first bucket of the game. That third Huskies foul is called on Mercedes Owen, and that is her 4th. And quickly up off the bench for Rosenthal converts in the 3-point play there. By the way, it's Kaiser who's going to check in for Delta. And she's actually checking in for Henniger and not for Owen. So Owen, number 20 for the Huskies, is going to stay out there with her 4 personal fouls with just over 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. 11-point Hawk lead. Ball is turned over to Hutchison. McCormick for 3. Nope. Rosenthal with another rebound and put back. That time it doesn't go, and here comes Sola for the Huskies. Through the hand, here come the Hawks once again. Kriska. Over to McCormick, but that was anticipated. Nice steal there by Korovnik. Owen with the shot. Got some generous steps there. 3-point shot is on its way, and it is good for Majors. And we have a timeout on the floor. Brianna Majors, full timeout. Following the timeout, the Hutchison Hawks lead this 31-19. And now the Hawks are going to put a little bit of full court pressure on the Huskies here. Now the Huskies broke this fairly easily in the first half. And here comes a drive. Sola underneath. Shot is up and in. And there you go. Huskies once again break that press, and that is Korovnik with her 2nd basket of the game. 10-point lead. Here is McCormick and Kriska going back and forth. Out of bounds to the Huskies. Substitution for the Hawks as Titus returns the game for Rosenthal. No, excuse me, that's not Rosenthal. That is Taylor, Hunter Taylor. And now going into the corner there. That is a charge that is called against Sola. It's just her first. Now it's Kriska. Inside now to Titus. Oh, took a step. Just drug her pivot foot there. Minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Huskies looking to get this momentum back, but there's a steal. And they're going to call the push here on Williams. That's going to be her third. Oh, they called it on. Yeah, they called it on York, who was not near the play. So she's confused, and so is Jocelyn Williams, because anyway, that's the official call. That's what's in the scorebook. So that's what we're going to go with. Yeah, just through the hands of Rosenthal, out of bounds, back to the Huskies. So Delta Junction looking to cut into that Hawk 10-point lead. Solo to Kaiser. Gets through the double team. Inside, nice pass, is too far under the basket, but there's a putback by Kaiser that is good. Freshman Megan Kaiser. Now it's an 8-point game. 3-point shot is on its way. Rebounded by Kaiser. Sola. We'll let the offense get set. 40 seconds on the clock. Kaiser's tied up. There's a jump ball. Rosenthal getting in there to tie it up. Alternating possession goes to the Hawks. Kriska to McCormick. And knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. It's Jocelyn Williams on defense there. Substitution for the Huskies as Henniger checks back into the game for Kaiser. Rosenthal for two. Nice pass, Sola, shot is good. Korovnik has 6. Couple seconds left. Whistle and a foul is called with .6 on the clock. And that's going to be the third on Jocelyn Williams. And I'll tell you what, if that call that we thought may have been Williams earlier but was awarded to York had gone the other way, Jocelyn Williams would be, I think they got the foul run up on the scoreboard there. Well, maybe not. I'll have to go check that. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. And now down to the court to Alyssa.
Okay. All right, guys, we just ended the third quarter and we're heading into the fourth. It's a pretty exciting game. The Huskies have definitely made a bit of a comeback. The Hawks are only up 33-25 now, so it's very promising for the Huskies to make it back in this fourth quarter. They've been playing just as hard of a game, and I think that the Hawks have definitely kept up that spirit that they had at the end of the first half. So right now we're going to go into our photo slideshow. Okay.
Back underway now in the fourth and final quarter in this game between the Delta Huskies. There's Henniger, puts it up, rolls out. Titus on the rebound for the Hawks. This is the Hawks with the 33-25 lead over the Huskies. Again, if you're just joining us, the Hawks wearing their black uniforms, and it's Delta in white. There's a shot by McCormick, and she's fouled on the play, and that's going to be number 5 on Mercedes Owen. So she has fouled out of this game, and that also puts the Hawks in the bonus for the rest of the game. Checking in for her is Alexis York. At the line for 2 shots for the Hawks is Giovanna McCormick, the senior. One of 2 for McCormick. And she's had a pretty nice game here for Hutchinson this morning. Again, the winner of this game will play the number 1 seed Galena Hawks tonight at 3:30. There's a steal, Korovnik. Henniger averts the steal attempt by Kriska. Sola, patient offense. Plenty of time left in this game. There's still loads of time for Delta to get back in this. They just really need to cut down on the turnovers. They've had quite a few of them. There's a turnaround shot by Sola. In and out, rebound Titus. Inside now. Titus, turn around. She got hit on the arm going for the shot, so she's going to come to the line for 2 shots. That's on Sola. That's just her second. Timeout, Delta Junction. We're going to have a 30-second timeout. All right, at the line for 2 shots, Desiree Titus. She's 1 out of 3, make that 2 out of 4 from the line so far this morning. She now has 10 points with that shot. Rebound Huskies. Henniger. Lead is back to 10 for the Hawks. There's a drive, Sola off the glass. Nope. Rebound and put back by Korovnik doesn't go. That's out of bounds off of the Hawks, so it'll stay with Delta. That ball is knocked back out of bounds by it's off of Delta, so it'll go back to the Hawks. Hutchinson won't exactly go into clock killing mode here, but they can certainly afford to take their time. The clock is their friend right now. Fired inside, turnover to Delta.
Henninger inside, punched away by Titus, jump ball, and I think this is going to go to Hutchison because Delta started the fourth quarter with the ball. Whoa, yeah, we're gonna call that one on Kriska. With a little elbow swing there. That's going to be her second, team's fourth. Sola has it knocked away by McCormick again. Giovanna McCormick having a nice game here for the Hawks. There's Titus. Oh, nice pass from Kriska to Titus on the drive. Desiree Titus has 12. And that also represents the lead in the game for the Hawks. Nice replay there. Pretty move there by Desiree Titus. Passes up and into Henninger. Nice drive. Henninger a little too strong. Jump ball. That'll go to the Hawks. Or excuse me, Huskies. Somebody that begins with an H and ends with an S. York pulls it out. Pass goes through the hands, but it's recovered by Korovnik. Sola on the drive, working on McCormick, out of bounds, and again that's Giovanna McCormick on the tough defense for the Hawks.
Sola on the drive.
Titus will inbound it for Hutchison. Substitution for the Hawks as Leah Rosenthal checks back into the game. She's in for McCormick, who's just a wee bit gimpy coming off there. Shake that off, get a rest. Shot for Kriska. Rebound, Korovnik. Korovnik's been all over the board. She's had a pretty nice game here on the rebounding side. Inside pass, York. Shot is up, and it is good. Actually, that's Jocelyn Williams with the basket. And now she's got 4. Halfway through the fourth quarter now, passes into Titus. Another nice turnaround using both hands. Well, she only used one hand that time, but you can see she can work it from both sides of the basket. Nice left-handed layup there by Titus. That shot doesn't go. Rebound, Henninger has it out for the Huskies. And Delta's going to have to start attacking now. There's a shot that is up, and it is good for Williams. Jocelyn Williams, 2 quick baskets for her. Lead is back to 10, 3.5 to play in the game. Pass is into Rosenthal. She saves it, gets it back. Kayana Kriska for 3, a little strong. Titus has the rebound tied up. That'll go to the Hawks. Substitution now for Hutchison as Giovanna McCormick returns to the game. She's checking in for Brianna Majors. Timeout, Delta Junction, full timeout.
It is nice having all these views that we can bring you here. Again, we want to thank the Hutchinson High School stream team for coming down and supporting this. This is really quite the production that these guys have going here. And it is awesome to have them here to bring you this tournament. Again, it's a 10-point lead for Hutchinson. This is a double elimination tournament. Nobody will have their day end today. We will have a few teams that will play twice today. The winner of this game will play again this afternoon. The winner of all of the first 4 games will play later on today. There's a quick pass inside. Shot is up and in for Kiana Kriska. And just caught Delta a little bit flat-footed coming out of the timeout there. Pass is intercepted. Once again, McCormick, but there's a steal. Good hustle there by Henniger. Getting down there and knocking it out of bounds. And quickly back into the game, Brianna Majors checks in for Leah Rosenthal. There's a steal. Williams. Shot is up, and it is good. Pardon me. And Jocelyn Williams has 6 points here in the 4th quarter. Lead is back to 10. And a foul, that's on Williams. That's going to be her 4th. But I want to see what they put up on the board there. I think maybe they may have corrected the earlier call and correctly. How many times can I say correct in one sentence? Okay, so they did award that foul that was actually on her to her back in the 3rd quarter. And so Jocelyn Williams is fouled out of the game. Checking in is Alexis York. Or excuse me, that's Susie Shostiko is in for Delta. Out of bounds to the Hawks. 2.5 to play. We'll see if the Hawks look to slow this down just a little bit and kill some of that clock. Jump ball. Well, good defense there by Shostiko. And that goes to the Huskies. Got a 50-50 shot at getting that right.
Jump ball.
Henniger off the screen from Sola. Nice defense here by the Hawks. They don't want to give up any easy baskets. There's a drive by Henniger. Now Sola on the drive. She puts it up and in, and she's going to come to the line. That is Andrea Sola hustling there for the Huskies. And she's going to get the shot at the 3-point play. Foul is called on Giovanna McCormick, just her 2nd. Team's 5th. Foul's not an issue for Hutchinson. Timeout, Delta. And this is their final full timeout, their final timeout. As we take a look in on the Hawks here for the timeout, reminder that we will have a full day of basketball for you here on the Hutchinson High School stream. The next game on the docket at 10:30 will be the Monroe Lady Rams taking on the Eielson Ravens. Again, another girls game. We're going to go back-to-back girls and then back-to-back boys. That'll be the theme of the tournament till we get to the end. So again, that is the number 3 seed Monroe Catholic Rams taking on the Eielson Ravens. Right after this game, that'll be at 10:30. And then we'll have 2 boys games. We'll have Hutchinson versus Delta and Eielson versus Galena. And then we'll go back to the winner of this game versus Galena. Full day of basketball. We got 8 games to bring you here today. So hope you're comfortable. It's going to be a wonderful day. And yes, indeed, the Hawks are just going to kind of go into ball control mode here. Just keep moving it around. Avoid the turnovers. And, of course, you can hear the Delta fans calling for them to get out on defense. Got to force the turnovers. Of course, the next foul will put the Hawks in the double bonus inside to Titus. No reason to push it, so she kicks it right back out. This is excellent offense here. Now they do get the open shot, but it doesn't go. And here come the Huskies now. York on the rebound for Delta. Henniger back to Sola, and they've got to push. They got to go. Into Sola. They can't afford to wait around, so she's not going to wait around. Puts it up and in. Andrea Sola with the 3-point shot. Now it's just a 4-point game, and now the Huskies have got to come out on defense, and they may have to foul here to put them at the line to stop the clock. And that should be it. There is the foul on Sola. She helps Kriska off the floor. It's her 3rd. That'll put Kriska at the line for 2 shots. Leah Rosenthal checks back into the game for the Hawks. And she's in for Brianna, pardon me, Majors. And by Brianna Majors, I mean Hunter Taylor. It's a slight pronunciation difference. One of 2. Still a 2-possession game. And a turnover to the Hawks. That is what the Huskies did not need right there. So anybody can foul here. Nobody's in any real foul trouble for the Huskies, but they're going to have to do it to put the to stop the clock. But there's this near steal, Sola, and hit the foot of the Hawk player there, Brianna Majors, the actual Brianna Majors. Long shot is blocked by Titus Henniger. And now McCormick comes up with it for the Hawks as this one is winding down here for Hutchinson. And that is going to do it. The final score is going to be Hutchinson 42 and Delta Junction 37. And that's going to mean that the Hutchinson Hawks will move on to play against the Galena Hawks this afternoon at 3:30 in the semifinal game. Let's take a look at our final stats for this game. And again, just want to thank you guys all for listening in here on the Hutchinson High School Stream Team. For the Delta Huskies, they were led by Andrea Sola and her 15 points. She went 3 for 3 from the line, had a couple 3-pointers as well. So 15 points there for Sola, 8 points for Jocelyn Williams, 6 for Aaliyah Korovnik, and then 4 from Alexis York, 2 each from Megan Kaiser and Mercedes Owen. For the Hutchinson Hawks, 14 points from Desiree Titus, 8 points from Kiana Kriska, 6 each now from Giovanna McCormick and Brianna Majors, 5 from Leah Rosenthal, and then 3 added by Hunter Taylor. So again, the Hutchinson Hawks will play this afternoon at 3:30. The Delta Junction Huskies will play tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. and they await the loser of the Monroe Eielson game, which is coming up next here on the Hutchinson High School Stream Team's presentation of the 2019 Aurora Conference Basketball Tournament. And with that, we'll turn it back over to the team. And looks like we've got a player of the game. And Alyssa, we're going to turn it over to you as you're going to interview the player of the game following our photo slideshow.
All the time, so I was sitting there during like the breaks, and I was like,
Okay, I'm down here with junior Bree Majors and senior Desiree Titus. How would you guys say you really took that game and won it, considering it was pretty close for most of the time?
I think they came out and hit us in the nose, and that really took us off guard because we had beaten Delta so badly before. And then we really had to just work on our fundamentals and run our plays.
Yeah, we really had to focus after the first quarter, noticing that they were actually going to really want this and thinking that we were going to beat them easily because of past games. We had to wake up. We had a pretty good wake-up call after that timeout and got our heads back into the game, which was really important.
What do you think Delta was doing to really keep you guys on your toes?
They were just applying like tight pressure and pushing the pace every time they got the ball.
Their focus was on today for this morning game. We were a bit off this morning, but we got back to it.
How crucial was it for you guys to win this game moving forward?
It's incredibly crucial. Like, we're on the road to state, so we have to win.
Yeah, I agree with Bree.
So that was a pretty big block there at the end, Desiree, for you to steal it. How did you feel about that?
I got a really good adrenaline rush from that. Just always a good feeling to block.
All right, well, thank you guys, and good luck for the rest of the tournament. Back to you guys.